What's up, guys? Welcome back to Steps to Survival. This is going to be another episode of Survival Saturday. If you haven't seen the other episodes, make sure you check them out. I've made a playlist on them. You can find them in the top corner. Today, I'm going to be showing you all the bushcraft gear that I take with me for a day spent in the woods. So stay tuned. So first of all, this is the bag I take with me. It's like a military-inspired bag. It's pretty nice. It's probably bigger than I need it to be, but I don't really have anything smaller, so this is what I take. So I'm going to show you in the main pouch first, because there's one important item. This is this pad that I use to, if I'm starting a fire, I'll put my knees on it. It's just a useful pad. I can sit on it and do other various things. Right now, I'm going to put the rest of my items on it so they don't go straight on the forest floor, so that's why I chose to get this one out first. The next thing we have is a pretty heavy item, but I like having it around, and this is a camp chair tripod. And so it's really nice if I just want to sit down by the fire, and I like having a place to sit, and since weight isn't really an issue, I always take this with me. The next two items that I always have with me is, first of all, this Nalgene bottle, because water is super important, and Nalgene makes super great quality bottles, also very big, which is nice. We also have this cooking pot / cup, so this can be used for cooking or boiling water and other things. And here we have this bandana that I can use to clean various things off, and it's just always useful to have a bandana. The last thing we have in this main pouch is my hammock. This is an Honest Outfitters hammock, and I just like having a hammock with me to relax in nature, maybe take a nap. It's just really nice to lay in a hammock, so I always take this with me. Next, moving on to this second large pouch, we have a few items. First of all, we have this fire kit of mine that I use. It's a Maxpedition pouch. You've probably seen it in other videos, and in here I have various fire items. I'll show you that right now. So here's my little bushcraft fire kit. Again, this is a Maxpedition pouch, and my fire kit is always evolving, always changing what I store it in, so it is always up for change, but I'll show you what I have in it right now. So, opening this up, one of the first things I have is this awesome tinder that I made myself, this fire starter. You can watch the video of how to make these, but this works super well, especially if I'm having trouble getting a fire going. Next thing we have is this 6-inch ferro rod, ferrocerium rod, whatever you call it. It is amazing, and I love having this. This is how I try to start my fire every time. I also have this pocket bellows, which you've probably seen before. Super useful for starting fires because you can blow right into the heart of the fire, and that creates a lot of heat because of the oxygen, which makes the fire a lot easier to start. Next, I have some various band-aids in here, and then in this pocket, I always have trouble getting it out. Well, I'll get this pocket out first. I have an Opinel, just a backup knife, and it's useful for striking the ferro rod, or because the back is very sharp. And then in this pocket I have another knife, the Leatherman rebar, but this is more than a knife, it's a multi-tool, and it has a lot of useful things that can come in handy. Finally, behind here I have several items. I have another one of those fire starters because they're so useful. You can never have too many. I have matches just in case it doesn't work with the ferro rod and I need matches. And I also have flint and steel kit right here. So if I want to be really fancy and started with flint and steel, I can use that. And lastly, I have this lighter. And this is probably the best way to start a fire, the easiest, I mean, not the funnest, but I will use this if I need to. So that is my fire kit. The next thing we have is my knife. This, of course, is the Cold Steel SRK with the SK5 steel, and the reason it's in my backpack and not on my belt right now is because since I do use public to get here, I'm not allowed to be carrying this in the open, so I keep it in my bag until I get to the woods, and right now I'll put it on my belt. So this is an amazing knife, my main survival knife. The next item I have in here, of course you've seen this, the whole survival community is in love with this, and this is the Baco Laplander folding saw. Super useful, and I really like it to cut wood, saw wood obviously, and I've had this for a few years and hasn't failed me yet, except it is slightly bent, but it's a great saw. Sometimes I'll bring my hatchet out here, but today I decided not to since I'm not going to be making a large fire and I don't need a hatchet. The next two items I have are related to cooking. So first of all, I have this like metal plate slash bowl thing. This of course could be used to cook on, but I'll just use it today to eat my food on. It's really convenient to have, very lightweight. I also have this frying pan that I got from my kitchen, but it works well and it's nice and small, so I like that. Anyway, this is a really good frying pan. Moving on to this little pouch right here, I have several smaller items. Let's see, first of all, I have some cordage, paracord 550 cord, very useful for various things. I also have a large carabiner. This actually goes with my hammock, and I use it because there's one carabiner in there, one carabiner here, so it helps me set up my hammock. Next, I have a spork with a knife on the other end, plastic, and of course I use this to eat. Finally, I have hand sanitizer here. Of course, since I was using public, had to wear a mask, had to use hand sanitizer. And then in here I have some stuff for my tripod that you don't need to see. The next pouch is right here, and this is the last one. So I have several items here. First of all, I have this power bank with a charging cord to power my phone in case it runs out of juice and maybe I need to film a video or get home. I also have this Write in the Rain notepad, which is super nice, especially if it were to rain, but it's just good to have a notepad to write down notes while you're out in the outdoors. Next, I have this trash bag. I guess you would say this is my emergency rain cover if I were to need it, but could also be used as a trash bag. This is just in case I need it. Usually I wouldn't use this. I also have a compass in here. This is, I got it through the Boy Scout store. It's a Silva starter compass. So I don't use this often, but it's nice to have, and if I do want to brush up on my compass usage, then I would use it. And finally, I have this cool storehouse portable folding metal stove. So I'm not going to put it up right now, but as you can see, it is metal and the pieces fold out. Maybe I'll show you a picture. But it's super cool, and that's what I'm going to be using today for the other video that you will see. So this is really cool, and I just got it recently, so I'm super excited about it. So that's everything that I take with me in my day pack for various bushcraft things and for filming videos and just spending time in nature. I hope you enjoyed the video and enjoyed seeing my gear. Let me know what I'm missing, what you take with you that I don't have, or any other things you would like to comment about the video. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.